O criador de God of War respondeu meu vídeo e eu não tô brincando. Aquele vídeo sobre a versão obscura do Kratos foi de longe o mais difícil que eu já fiz até hoje. Primeiro porque foi muito complicado tocar naquele assunto sem que o YouTube derrubasse o vídeo de novo. E segundo, e ainda mais importante, porque além de uma matéria mal feita postada em um site pouquíssimo conhecido lá em 2010, simplesmente não existem fontes oficiais sobre aquela história. E aí o que eu fiz? Liguei pro criador de God of War, obviamente. Hello, Dave, meu consagrado. Did you watch my last video, man? Basicamente, ele disse que nunca tinha falado sobre aquilo e quando eu contei a minha situação... Please, man, help this poor YouTuber. I'm falido. Ele disse que me mandaria uma resposta exclusiva por vídeo. Thank you, brother, tudo nosso. Esse cara... E ele mandou.
Contatodopaz. It basically was just, you know, I knew from the beginning, it's really kind of horrible to admit, but I knew from the beginning that I wanted Kratos to really represent an animalistic kind of aspect to humanity, or of humanity, and for some reason, this is the thing that's shitty to admit, for some reason that kind of no holds barred kind of violence you see a lot, or at least you were seeing a lot in the early 90s movies that dealt with white supremacists. You saw it with Russell Crowe's movie. There was a great bar fight in Romper Stomper, and then you saw it all throughout American History X. And so, as much as I obviously despise the ideology, the way they captured their on the street, raw, animalistic nature was very appealing from a standpoint of wanting Kratos to have that same level of aggression. And so we spent really over a year with probably 4 different key artists coming in and showing us concepts and working with us. And we tried the traditional Greek warriors. We got a little bit into Roman warriors. We got into almost like science fiction stuff that would never make any sense, but we thought it was cool for ancient Greece. And finally, I probably was just describing what I wanted. I think it was talking to my wife at the time. Basically, we were talking about Ed Norton in American History X, and she always thought that he was hot in that movie. And she was like, or I was like, I forget who it was just kind of like, remember how brutal he came across. And we were like, well, why was he so brutal? And it was like, there was that one scene where he did that awful curb stomping, and he pretty much was just wearing pajama shorts or something and nothing else, and it was like, all this armor you're throwing on Kratos to try to make him look badass, maybe you should strip all that away. Ed Norton didn't need any of that in American History X. He was just raw power. And I took that to Charlie Wynn at Sony Santa Monica, who's gone on to do some of the key designs for Marvel and Thor and all the Marvel movies. And I said, hey, could you do something with this? And then, you know, he was off to the races. So after a year of probably 600, 700, 800 pieces of concept art of who Kratos could be, that was that one idea that gave us that kind of breakthrough.
E esse, meus amigos, foi um momento histórico para um canal brasileiro. Obrigado, David, pela moral e pelo conteúdo exclusivo. Obrigado você por ter assistido esse vídeo até aqui. E obrigado, membros.
É você que financia essa merda!